What's up, y'all? It's popping with cracking. It's D. About to react to this vid. It's titled Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and B sabotage the VMAs for Meg The Stallion and Young Miami humiliates Joe Budden. Oop. Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Okay, you guys, so congratulations are in order for Megan Thee Stallion because she will be hosting the 2024 VMAs. Now, even though this is very good news, this doesn't come without controversy. So it's being alleged that basically the reason that Megan Thee Stallion is even hosting the
Listen, she ate these visuals for this video. From Amushawa. What the fuck that song's called? 8. I reacted to this over on my Patreon. 8. I was not expecting that. I was expecting her to do that little stupid ass dance the whole time that's getting on my goddamn nerves, but she didn't. She came with the creativity. I respect it. I fuck with it.
VMAs is because of Rock Nation and some threats that went forward to MTV. So for the past 2 years, Nicki Minaj has been the host for the VMAs. Now last year while she was hosting, she made some statements that lifted some eyebrows.
Listen, real quick, MTV is petrified.
They thought she was gonna talk shit.
They got a couple calls yesterday, and people were saying, what if Nicki says this and if Nicki says that? And you know, and I said, it's okay, MTV, I can control myself.
So basically what that was allegedly about is Rock Nation allegedly, called MTV and told them, look, if Nicki Minaj performs Red Ruby the Sleaze, y'all are going to have some problems from us. So about 2 weeks before Megan Thee Stallion...
That wasn't even like a diss record per se. I mean, she did take some shots at Megan, obviously, but it wasn't like a Not Like Us or anything. Like, it wasn't that big of a direct diss track for her not to be able to perform it. That's odd, and that was my shit, okay? I played Red Ruby the Sleaze out. So that's odd they would make that request if it's true.
It was announced to host the VMAs. This was going around. They said Bigfoot, they're talking about Megan, and Rat Nation allegedly threatened MTV last year about Nicki performing Red Ruby the Sleaze. Now this year's VMAs will be hosted by guess who? The person who can't even sell out arenas on her first tour. The person who just made the Democratic Party look like a joke by twerking on the vice president's stage. Desiree, now Desiree is the CEO of Rock Nation, allegedly continues to use one of y'all favorite singers to leverage Bigfoot being propped up to seem bigger than she is. In other words, if Bigfoot can't host the VMAs, they're allegedly told that the husband and wife who y'all love so much, now they're talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z, would not be in attendance. Millions of dollars spent on her and couldn't crack 65K albums in 1 week.
All right, what head barb wrote this? Jesus Christ. And she outsold literally every other female rapper this year. What are we talking about? Because, yeah, Nicki dropped last year, right? So, yeah, she outsold Lotto, JT, and fucking Icy Spicy. Like, I feel like those are pretty solid first week sales, especially for a female rapper, because they don't typically sell that well. So I don't think that's bad at all. People are just, bro.
It so happened that this year the VMAs will be shot in Queens. Desiree and Bigfoot
she sold like 3 times more
so
than
afraid of it being about Nicki again for the 3rd year in a row. They demanded that Bigfoot host and perform. Now here's another post about it. He said Desiree Perez.
Who is this?
Again, that's the CEO threatening MTV. She made sure it was known that if Nicki Minaj performed Red Ruby at the VMAs, there would be trouble. Remember, Nicki said in her opening monologue at the VMAs last year, phone calls were made about her being the show's host. Now Desiree has asked the VMAs to allow Megan to host.
But wait, they said this before,
so that Nicki won't be the main attraction in her hometown of Queens, where the VMAs will be held this year. Beyonce is being used as leverage. Desiree has the power to make sure Beyonce doesn't show up if the demands for Megan are not met. However, ironic for some people this may be, a lot of trouble always leads back to Rock Nation. Nothing I said has allegedly on it. Now again, these posts were made like a week, 2 weeks before Megan was even announced today to host the VMAs.
Oh, so they have some inside tea.
Are you buying it? Do you believe it? Do you think that Desiree, the CEO, allegedly
to
make sure Nicki would not host the VMAs this year, that Megan would take her spot? Do you think it's a lot of dirty work going on behind the scenes? And do you think Beyonce and Jay-Z are making sure that this happens? Because again, Desiree is the CEO, but this is Jay-Z's company. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to be watching the VMAs? But moving on to the next story. Okay, you guys, so Young Miami and Joe Budden got into a spat on Twitter after Carisha was being very petty. So she's been feeling some type of way against Joe Budden after he made some comments about her winning awards for her podcast, Carisha Please.
Might not see another list in her life.
She may not. Yo, that has.
Another one. I was just thinking about that on the way here because I love her show so much. I do. I love her and I love her show. I think she's good. I think it's needed for that. Yeah. Well, we get one of those again.
Yeah, she doesn't drop as frequently.
Don't put on another one, but the do. I love when a 2-time award winner. I love when they just it's over now.
Yeah, that thing might be over. I ain't gonna lie.
He said, I love it.
She won the award 2 years in a row. Yeah. Now, I don't care about that stuff. However, you know when there's a glitch in the matrix. Sure.
So Joe Budden had a song called Pump It Up that came out in 2000.
I don't think he literally meant he loved it. I mean, I feel like a lot of people don't have the most common sense. Because he literally said he loved the podcast. He's saying he loved like being sarcastic. I think he's saying that the numbers were rigged, like the award and shit was rigged. Because he's just like, you know, I love how these people are on these lists and then they fall off. So it's like, was that even organic? Was it natural? Like, where are y'all getting y'all metrics that these people are the most popular, most successful? Because if they were the most successful, then their shit wouldn't fall off. I feel like that's the point he was trying to make. I don't think he's literally saying he loved it, like he's happy that it happened, because that would contradict what he initially said, which is that he loved the podcast. But his delivery is horrible, though. I watch his podcast every now and then, and he's very brash and just very aggressive and blunt and a bit rude in his delivery. So I feel like a lot of people have issue with that. I saw people arguing off on him all the time. Rightfully so, because, yeah, his delivery is just, you know, it's not the best. And I don't know, I can kind of relate. Because my delivery is not, I'm not tiptoeing around shit. I'm going to just say what the fuck I want to say. I tiptoe around things with people I love and, like, people in my real life, like my friends and family, when I'm trying to convey something to them and you know, for the most part, I'll be respectful. But, yeah, I'll tiptoe to protect their feelings. But when I'm talking about this random shit that y'all asked me to talk about, y'all asked me to give my opinion. I'm not tiptoeing around nothing. I'm directly telling you how I feel about it. And that's just that on that. So, yeah, I kind of relate.
You know, you know. And it finally went gold after 21 years. So when this was posted...
Oh, wait, I missed this. Sorry, I was talking.
Oh, Joe Budden had a song called Pump It Up that came out in 2003, If You Know, You Know. And it finally went gold after 21 years. So when this was posted on
really?
Twitter, Carisha reposted it and laughed.
Oh, my God.
First off, Carisha. So many. I'm surprised that it only went gold. This is such a massive, I don't say hit, obviously, but it's a classic. I'll say that. This is a massive classic in hip hop history. Like, I would say this is definitely top maybe 100 classic songs as far as like impact and things like that. So I'm very surprised that it only went gold. But I mean, it did come out a really long time ago, so I don't know. But yeah, that's a bit surprising. But Carisha, you can't sell shit at the. I'm confused. Your whole music career has flopped. So how are you laughing? I get you trying to like take a shot at him because of what he said about your podcast, but this is the wrong thing to take a shot at because she's so goofy, bro. I think this is cute.
Thank you.
I'm sure this is like more sentimental to him than anything because he gets all his success from his podcast. Like, you know, that's all he cares about at the moment. He's retired from music, so I don't think he is like, yo, about to go to the bank or whatever the fuck. Like, I feel like this is more so sentimental for him. So for her to be laughing about it is just so odd. And it's just like, she get on my nerves, bro. It's just so ironic that she would be laughing at this.
So then he responded to her and said, it would be too.
Exactly.
And she said, another one bites the dust. Remember, you was just celebrating when you thought I took a L. I can laugh. You was just laughing at me. So
Again, she's slow. What did I previously say? You need to have a certain level of common sense, and not everybody does. I have learned that a very long time ago, being on the internet. People are they're just slow. They just don't understand anything, okay? I don't think he literally meant that he loved that her podcast was falling off. And obviously it did fall off because I'm pretty sure she's still doing it. She just filmed that episode crying, trying to get sympathy. So again, because he said, oh, it's a glitch in the matrix. So it's like, if you use context clues, you should be able to conclude that he's not literally saying he loved that your podcast was falling off, which apparently he was wrong about. He was saying that it was ironic that it won awards, but it seemed to be falling off, because that doesn't make a lot of sense. So he then said it's a glitch in the matrix. So I guess he was implying that you were like they were pushing or over-exaggerating your success, if you will, just because you were associated with Diddy. But she doesn't get that, because this woman she's slow. I hate to even hear her talk. She sounds so special ed. So I'm not surprised that she thinks that he was celebrating that her podcast was falling off, because I didn't get that vibe at all. I think he's an asshole and he's just another one. But I said that he made it into a song, but he literally said he loved your podcast. That was the first thing he said. So for you to be like, oh, you would celebrate.
Let's laugh. And he said, you're right, I'll laugh tomorrow. Now, I don't know if he's talking about that he's going to talk about her on his podcast again. Someone responded and said, do it, Joe. And he said, maybe tomorrow, LOL. And Young Miami started getting dragged. People started to compare Joe Budden.
And this man does not even make music anymore. He hasn't made music in years. And you're trying to, this is what makes you slow. Sure, you can argue, well, he took a shot at her first, whatever. Even if you want to say it was a shot and he was celebrating her success, cool. You want to argue that, whatever. But even still, that's not the place that she needs to be taking a shot when it comes to music. Because you are... I feel like even explaining it, I sound slow, because it's so...
Spotify,
it's so ridiculous.
Young Miami, she can't talk. So do you think
that's why he made the comment, this is too easy. The jokes write themselves at this point, but she is just slow, bro.
Miami is wrong for taking shots at him for his accomplishment. Now, I do feel like Young Miami is just feeling some type of way because, of course, he did what he did on his podcast. So she was probably just waiting for the opportunity to get her lick back. But y'all let me know what you think about all of this.
You can argue she's justified all day long till you're blue in the face, but the point is she doesn't have an argument because her music has also flopped, and she literally is no longer even in a group anymore. And every time she even previews new music, people drag her by her eyelashes and say, please stop making music, we'll pay you. So that's the issue. If you're gonna talk shit, then make it make sense. Because you can't sell anything. You know what? Whatever. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.